Hey guys, it's Daniel McBree here at the Exit 50 Motorsports, and the time's finally got here. I'm gonna start our Crown Vic build. Gonna try to do this in a multi-episode format. Show y'all everything there is to gutting one, getting the cage in, getting it race ready. This is one we picked up a little while back. That's the one you seen the video doing the burnout on the shorts if you followed that. If not, check us out on TikTok and YouTube. But yeah, here it is. It's 2008 Crown Vic. It's pre-raced. It's already been to street fights. A little bit paint peeling. Paint's already off the top of it. Got some mold on. Thing's been sitting for a while. That's part of it. You'll do these things on a budget. It's not gonna be the nicest, but yeah, it's we'll have to figure out whether we're going to paint that or cover it with some vinyl, let it ride. Yeah, all in all, it's a pretty straight car. It's got some rust in it, got a few interior problems and stuff. That's why it's going to be a race car. It's not one of them is not really worth putting money into for the street. Here's interior. Turn the light on. Interior's not in bad shape. Missed a few bolts in the seat. Well, it was old police car, P71. So it's got the NOAD on it. Let's see. I don't know if it's got the mileage. I don't have the battery, and I'll have to hook that up here in a minute. See. Oh, this is the part that I liked. We have our own police duck on there. Check him out. I'll put him up on trophy shelf. I like that. And we've also oh, well, he has in there. It came with the cage. Not for sure quite what we'll do with it yet. But all in all, it's a pretty clean car. Everything looks pretty decent shape. But we may end up putting that in a enduro car or something like that. We'll see. See if I can get this trunk open. Let's see. Yeah, you can see there's a floor. Floors, everything's. Take a look under the hood first. Yeah, not too bad. It's just old stock Crown Vic. See if I left the keys in this thing. I did. Get them outside of the thing. That's what it is. We had it neutral so we can check gear ratio and get the rear end apart. We'll show you that later in the video. These things have a either 28 spline or a 31 spline axles in them. This year should have had the 31 and it did, but you never can tell with the way these things are mix matched and stuff what they are liable to have. So we went ahead and done that so we get parts ordered quick. That's why our axle's sitting outside of it. Yeah, even trunk area ain't too bad. That ain't a good sign. But anyways, like I said, there's a reason we get them cheap, so we may run into some troubles with it. But anyways, we'll get to turn this apart and show y'all step by step. I want to show everybody how easy these are to build and how cheap. I think this is going to be the next big thing in short track racing. The payouts are pretty decent, especially for the price of the cars. And I mean, I got my brothers to practice it a little bit, and I've drove it a time or two in some races, and I fell in love with it. It's going back to like the hobby stock days and short track racing. So get the parts cheap, decent payouts, and you can go to a bunch of tracks anywhere from Florida to Canada, and it's about the same rules package. Very, very minimal changes. So if guys want to travel around, have a good time, this is definitely a class to be in. But yeah, we're going to even try to get down to the socket sizes, everything, wiring. If anybody has any questions, just give us a holler, and we'll be sure to help you with it. But yeah, I think this is going to be the ticket if you want to get into short track racing, and hopefully this will be a good guide for you. Well, things didn't quite go as planned. That first video, or the first part of the video, I was getting ready to turn this Crown Vic, and some things came up. So fast forward about 5 months. Now we're back at it. Ain't much changed. Still got the dogs. We ended up robbing the cooling fan out of it for my brother's race car. That one's sitting in here. I want to order one of them, and we sold the cage out of it. But all right, so now we're ready to strip the interior out. This first episode. Me just checking it out, making sure everything's all right. So I guess I'll start on my airbags. Yeah, get both hands to work in here. Yeah. All right. So this has been sitting without a battery for a while, but I'll touch the leads together anyway, just be safe. That way the airbags don't pop out on us or nothing. Bleed off any type of capacitors or anything. Still got some voltage on them. And anyways, that ought to do it. So starting off, I got the airbag here and one over there on the dash. So we'll start off with the steering wheel, get that out of the way. Alright, so on these steering wheels, you've got 4 little holes, 2 on each side. Ouch. One there, one there. And the way the airbag goes in, it's got 4 hooks on it, or 2 on each side that hook in, and you have to stick something in there to disengage that. Video again here. Try to get you set up. See it. Just latch back in. This side's a little easier to get to. Let's see if I can get it first. There's that one. There's that one. I'm just using the #1 Phillips screwdriver. It's old Harbor Freight Pittsburgh one. I think I've seen some people use like a 4mm Allen wrench. Just something stick in there and trip that spring out of the way, or the holder. There we go. Whew. That one did not want to come out, and I tore it up. But we're not reusing it no ways, so it'll be alright. But anyways, that's how they come out. So I can show you with this screwdriver right here. So you got these hooks. Like it goes in, those 4 hooks, and they go into these, the 4 black holes right here. And I don't know if you can see it or not. Whenever you stick it in there, it moves that bar out of the place that hooks right in there. It keeps you from taking it out. So that's all it is. Should not have been that difficult. I might have bent something earlier pedaling, but anyways, we got it out. Now we just unhook our wiring. I think that's the horn right there. I'm gonna need 2 hands on this. Alright. These 2 wires, just you pinch them right here. They pop right out. Just same thing like this, and just pinch the edges like that number. It'll pop right out. There's 1 hour back down. And on to the next one. Alright, now I'm in the passenger seat. I'll take out this airbag. Let's see. Leave. Should just be able to pull this off. That seemed like it came off awfully easy. It's probably messed with before, but yeah, you got 2 screws in it. And there's something pretty small and metric, but my set don't go that small. It does not. Grab another socket here. Alright, so these are a 7mm. Just set it up. See what holes in here. Not sure what that is. Well, I can't see what's still holding that in. Oh well, we'll go through and take a screws loose, see if we can get to it. Looks like these are all 7mm. Across the front here. Alright, we'll go ahead and get this piece out of our way. So that's the trunk release right there. Wires. I got it set up on them. Let's see. Yeah, you got to pull the sides out. Get the screwdriver here. Not a good way to hold the camera. Try to get it before y'all can see it. Pulling that tab back. Yeah, just pull these tabs back on each side. Pops right out. Actually, it's just this one side. It's got a hook on it. Alright. It's defrost. Got it flipped around here where you can see it. It's flip it like that. It's got a tab right here. Push that tab in. Pop. Right out. Right out of there. There we go. And you can toss that trim piece out of the way. Okay, now it's got a good spring on. Look at that. All right. I believe. And look this up. So, hey, look at that. Free tool. See what I gotta get this out of the way anyway. So I'm gonna take it loose. There's 2 7s on it. So this is the glove box. 2 7mm screws on the bottom. They'll fall right out. All right. Now, so we're on the underside of this airbag. There's 2 bolts, one here, one here. Those look a little, yep. I believe that'll be up a size here. See if my 8mm works. Yep, that's it. This is not easy. Not easy on me anyways. I'm not the most flexible person. But ain't too bad. That didn't sound good, did it? A little extension. Dogs are barking at a cat. Driving me crazy. Okay, see if you can see it now. Alright, should pop out. There we go. Alright. Now we're cooking. Alright. It's like alright, it wasn't as bad as I thought. That piece actually broke off. I was twisted around here trying to get to it. I believe it's one of these that hold my camera still. Me here. I believe it. That presses in, hopefully. Nope, it lifts up. That's it. Piece lifts up, and that piece pushes out. Now we got our airbag loose. Alright, so get this gauge, the bezel around the gauges and stuff. We've already took out our 7mm right there, so we'll go around the other side and hit a few of them. See down. Okie dokie. Let's see. Should be able to just pop this right off. I think it just clips in. Oh, let's see. Hook these two pieces of wiring. That must be, don't look like it go anywhere. It must be for different, some extra stuff on different trim levels of Crown Vics and stuff. If anybody knows what they're for, leave in the comments. It's got these two pop pieces. Yeah, if you got a Grand Marquis or something, that might actually go to something. All right. So, assuming those are 7s up there, also 7mm. Okay. Something's still holding us in. Well, maybe not. Nope. Alright. See if I can shift this. I cannot. Okay. Oh. Let's see what we got here. For our headlights, there's a clip right here. Just push it in with your finger, and so that's for dome light underneath it. It pushes with your finger also from the other side. Let's see if I can get good. Look at that. Well, yeah. So, alright, so let's help. Well, while I'm thinking on which way to go, I can just pull the radio out now. Man, that's dirty. Must have had this in a mud truck or something. Let me turn the light down. You can see the. Must have had that in a mud truck or something before they put it in here. All right, plug the antenna. Top of it. All right. Alright. Well, 99 Ranger. That actually looks just like the one I took out of my Ranger. It tore up. I think most of this plastic around it just has them push-in clips. Just pull right out on them. Hey Archie, don't eat that. Oh, good boy. Unscrew it. There's Edith. Looks like I got them barking at whatever it was. Well, be easy with the gauge cluster. And I think most tracks make you keep them in. I think Kingsport does. I can't say for sure which way. I'm assuming they do, but so y'all need to take this top panel off. And this There's some screws in under this plastic panel up here on the dash, and that panel just clips down too. Start up with the screwdriver. Get my hand under it. I should be able to start working it. Been out there. Maybe. There we go. Come on out. There we go. We'll use that to push everything out of it. Well, I think I got it out with it. Yeah. Okay. Let's go this other side. This other side's right there in the corner too, just like the other. This one on the passenger side's right there in the corner, like on the driver's side. Seen the whole dash move, and that pop loose. Oh yeah, we're still held in a place or two, but we're getting there. All right, we'll pop this plastic trim piece out like the other side. That's the way it's weather stripping. Have to make a run to the dump this week. I already got in trouble for overloading my trash cans. Can't do that no more, so I have to go to the dump. The seat snapped in there. I don't know what that plug goes to. Alrighty. Feel like there's something right here, maybe. Alright, well, me and my team here, we have decided that I think we're going to have to just take all the metal, everything out together. I can't figure out exactly how that dash is connected, and then put it back in. We'll need at least half of the metal to hold the steering column up and stuff, but yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Ain't that right, girl? Yeah. So let's go ahead and start taking this stuff loose over here. Turn the slide on. It's looking like, what's that? All right, back to 8mm on this metal plate underneath the steering column. See if I can get you to see it. Yeah. That's all we got after we take that loose. Hey, check that out. Tilt steering column there. Alright, so there's 3 little bolts right here, or screws, holding this on, and I think the closest is a 7/32. It may be metric, I don't know. Whatever size that is, so 7/32 it is. Right here where the key goes and the shifter pops out. Maybe one piece. Them normally screw out. Let's see. Grab some channel locks. Phew. One thing I was able to do is kind of clear a little bit of room out in here. Not much, but we're getting there. Phew. If you're doing this to your street vehicle, you'd want to put a rag or something around your channel lock so you didn't scar it up. But I'm gonna do a lot worse to this. Yeah, I can see back in there. His thread's in that little piece of metal there. Alright. So yeah, it just unscrews all that little piece of metal right there. And it should come off here. Maybe. There we go. See, that's just 2 pieces. The bottom, this top. Now we're in here to the harness here. Get that down out of the way. Sorry if my camera's a little shaky. I'm trying my best here to get as good a footage as I can. There's that shift indicator. Boy, looks like a little old piece of fishing line right there. So I can see where it goes to. Looks like it hooks right there. There we are. So I should be able to pull it up and get some slack. I don't know if y'all can see it. Slide it down. Let it go. Maybe. There we go. Alright, so it's still right there. It'll hook back right there, so then we can tell what gear we're in. So see, it's showing there first. Wonder how tough that thing is. There you go. That's how it works. So we'll be able to save that. Now we can take our dash, or cluster out. Ah, goodness. Looks like it screws into that metal piece. be able to unthread it out. Yeah, it looks like it's got a little tensioner on it. I'll just loosen it all the way out. Try not to lose any pieces. I don't know if you can see. So you get that little wheel there to tension it. I think it's pushed all the way through now. Should be able to pull that through. And I'll take this wheel out. Screw up onto it. Yeah. Oh, almost forgot. Got wiring on the gauge cluster too, of course. It's that black piece in the center down. And boy, I could really use extra set of hands here. All right. Let's see if I can face it back. This just be a good time to remind everybody to like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. I need about 500 more before I can start making $1 here. And I might be able to buy me some better GoPro mounts and stuff. Maybe a good, better cell phone video on. Don't have to use GoPro as much, but press that tab down and pull the gray piece over like that. It'll flip up. Boom. And that's on the, so this is a 2008 Crown Vic. It's the P71 police car. So I think the Grand Marquis and everything else is different. Alright, we're ready for dog's favorite part of the night. Alright, either sit. Sit. Good girl. You ready, Arch? Ready? Whoop. Alright, ready, girl? Ready? Oh, almost got it. Yeah, these are 13mm nuts right there. And the bolts also. And this piece will be going back in. Most of the series around, it requires you to have a stock dash. So I want to be able to fit everybody's rules depending on which tracks we go to. So this will be going back in. All right, 13 now. Yeah, they're 13. Down to the last bolt. This should drop it. No. All right. Alrighty. So let's see. We'll get this one in here first. It's gonna be one of the harder ones to get to. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to it. Driver, not quite. Not. It's a 15mm. That bolt is. See if I can get a extension over here. Maybe get to it. Yes. Yeah. It's a little bit crooked, but I was able to stick my impact driver in there. Get it that way. And this one right here, it's also a 14 right here. Or a 15. What is the size of these? All these? 15mm, sorry. wrong on that. So that nut inside there is a 15, and this one right here too. So we'll break it loose. We'll keep both these dash ones right here safe keeping. Right here is gonna be a 10 millimeter. Yeah. Hey Edith, what do you think about it, girl? Yeah. You gonna let me film? Yeah. All right. Now, oh buddy, we're moving now. Let's see how many wires we got left to take loose. Yeah, looks like that last little bit got the whole dash loose, so we definitely got some wires right here. We also have no clue what any of this goes to. Whenever I find out, I'll let you know later in the video. Okay, this one's got a push tab. Push up from the bottom there. Pull it out. And it looks like I believe that looks like part of the antenna or something. Right there. It is this one that's holding us up. This one is connected somewhere in there, but it's got a lot of slack on it. I don't know if we'll have to take it loose or not. Definitely take it out. It's got a 10 millimeter bolt. Alrighty. Maybe. Maybe it pops off there. Oh my goodness. What am I doing wrong? Scratch it on a little more. Hope this thing just popped out. There it goes. Must have where it left. Alright, let's see if we can push back in there. Looks like it's got a prong on top and one on bottom. Real easy to push in. Barely force it out and it'll pop right back in there. So it looks like I've got some plugs on the steer column here. Might take loose. There's a key switch. That'll have to go back in. I think unless we bypass it. A little foggy on the rules on the key switches. I have to double check them. The P71s, they you don't have to have the key switch in them. They don't have like the security bypass built into them while I've been reading. So I don't know, may leave a key switch in, may not. We'll have to check safety features about locking the steering wheels or whatnot. I'll get back to you on that one. So there's a key switch. It's like there's a multi-function switch if I won't need it. But take it loose. What else? Wait. I'll come back to that one. That looks like that's part of the multi-function switch, and it's part of the goes something in the gear selector. I'll leave that hanging there. How in the world do you come apart? There it is. It's a little catch it with my finger now. Clip right there. If I get pressure on it and pull at the same time, doing all right. There we go. Hold on one second. Let me get both hands here. Yeah, that one took 2 hands. It's just got a little flip switch right there. It pulls right out. One more. Boy, this would have been easier done before I dropped this steering column, but pull those clips loose. Well, anyways, this goes in the bottom right here. Another one of them little old flip switches I can't hardly get. I got a tool for these little clips sitting over in the toolbox, but well, I don't want to get up and get it. There we go. There we go. And just got a little flip on that too, right there. Just get with your fingernails. And then there's another one. It's got the flip on the bottom. You can see it. Push up on it, pull it out. Right there. That piece is sticking right in like that. I don't know if you can see it or not. So the gear selector comes down. This wire right here, in that sheath there for the wire. And it comes around right there and goes to the firewall. It's connected to the dash. You can't hardly see it. Let's see if I can get it stuck back in here. Turn it upside down. Right there. I'm going to take that loose, just that one little piece. And also, a little wiring harness right here. It's connected in 2 places. I can't hardly get to it, so I'm going to stick his jack stand in here since got a little ahead of myself. Dropped this dash out. Now it's laying on it. Alright. So here's the wires. So let's see. There's one of these big gray plugs. Press in right there. See right there with my thumb. It was in that one. Just pulled it out. Same thing for this top one. It's just a little smaller. And just press in on it right here. Now if I can figure out how to get back out of that other cable. See if I got any more room. Oh yeah. Kind of room now. Well, looks like I pulled my steering column out. So that's just one of them Christmas tree clamps too there, so that'll get a zip tie going back. There's a piece we took loose under the hood. Alright, let's see what's on this side now. Okay. Alright. So we got all the tubes, controls the heater and air conditioning. It should unplug somewhere here. Alright, looks like nothing told it. You just pull it and it comes apart. And then I believe that's the something to do with the transmission. I believe. Oh, there it is. So that plug comes out of the main body. Right there. Press in with your thumb on top and pull. So it looks like I think we're free now. Alright. So we got the whole dash out now. So see, that wasn't so bad, was this? You ready for treats now? Okay. Alright, I got the dash piece we took out set up on the trunk lid here. I'm going to start working on all these 7mm bolts. Just start taking everything apart, try to separate the dash pad from the metal piece. See, so this is where your windshield will be. Here's the part we took off the firewall. Unbolted from underneath the firewall and it slipped out. And here's where your steering column bolts. So what we'll do is, right here is where your metal bracket bolts. It bolts to the floor pan. We'll end up cutting it about right here. We won't need the rest of it, but there's a lot of wiring over through there. That's vacuum hoses. But there's a lot of wiring and stuff that we'll need to save. So I'm just going to start stripping this little by little. And I'll try to show you everything I'm hitting here. Get this... That wasn't good on it. Get this ductwork out of the way and see what we're working with. These are all 7mm, unless I say otherwise. Let's see. Sit down in my chair until I get my coffee can back over. Got Keith with me today. He's in there getting the steering column put back in. It fell out on us on accident there before I wasn't filming. And alright, looks like most of them's out. Sweep them up later. Alright, I believe if we take this metal piece off right here, it'll come right off. Let me grab a socket for it. Alright, this bolt right here is going to be an 11mm. I think we'll end up putting that back on because we'll, I think that's where we got the other dash. In the other car, I think we've got the gauge cluster zip tied that metal piece. Screw back in there so we don't lose it. Now, all of our ductwork off. The only thing that was still on it was one of these, there's one of the clips on the antenna. That's what I pulled off there. Alright. Looks like the rest of the wiring that's left. Got a lot of those Christmas tree clips on it going to the plastic pieces. And I may just leave the whole metal dash intact, put it back in the car, and we can modify it later. But we definitely got to get it back in the car before we can put the roll cage in, so we know where to locate that top bar. Dash bar, I guess that is, on the lingo. Start cutting this tape off. Alright, I don't think we got too many more screws left here. Hopefully. Well. At this bolt here, I actually had to get my ratchet out and work on it. It's the one right behind, I guess, where headlight switch should be. And at this point, I'll say it may have just been easier to break this off, but I try to do a clean, neat job when I can. Let's see. Here's a cigarette lighter and everything. Accessory. It looks like it's all come apart one plug right here. And we're learning as we go. It'd probably been easier to take this off in the car. Not have to fight that weight. This panel with all your vacuum lines and stuff in it. I won't be needing any of this either. Let's see if I can flip it upside down. Take it. We'll end up taking all these wires, thinning them out of the harness, but right now I'm just trying to get this metal dash piece back in the car for the cage. We'll do that later on. Come back to that. There's a wire. Right there. Press in on that, I think. Yeah. Alright, so there's your heat and cooling and stuff. Got a few screws right here behind this wiring harness, right over the top of the where glove box will go right here. So I get my whole extension in there. For this one. Hopefully y'all can see this. Maybe. That actually separate, I believe. Didn't even need to unhook it. Alright, see what we got left. I think we might be full here. We about got it. All right, well, we decided not to put the full metal dash back in. We're gonna go ahead and cut it outside the car. I'll let Keith explain what he's gonna do here about it. Here, you're gonna take the...
Yeah, just whatever.
All right.
This part of the dash really adds no structural support to the steering column. Everything over here bolts in solid. You got a brace that comes down from here, goes to the transmission tunnel, so it holds everything good. What I did on mine when we built it, take these 7mm screws out. It's the lighting control module that you really don't need.
Right. For reference, this is where the OBD2 hooks in. If you're thinking, we got it upside down right now.
So, yeah.
So,
and then you take your OBD2 bracket loose. It's also 7. Go ahead and get this. There's a little brace, little kicker brace over here. They're all 7. Knock it off. Okay. And looks like, let me switch sockets here. These are 11mm. That extension back, please. Okay, I got it.
We'll save him screws. That'll be good for grounding later.
Just get that. That's just the bracket that holds that in your OBD2. Get it out of the way. I'll come through with a pair of side cutters. Relieve these Christmas tree clips.
Oh, that sounds expensive. Yeah, the only thing we're leaving is that antenna extender cable comes across.
Okay. Just pull all that back. Alright. You can come through and drill some spot welds out. It's pretty time consuming. It's unnecessary. So we'll just cut it off and then come back with the grinding disc or something, clean the edge up so it's not sharp. So. Got that?
No. All right.
Hold that in.
I'll hold this in. That's what you left with.
Like I said, we'll come clean that up just so you don't cut yourself. I'm going to unplug this just so it's not flopping around.
Yeah, go ahead and unplug it. We'll remember what wires to take out later. We'll go back through the wiring harness in a later video and trim all these out. Just make it easier on us to troubleshoot if we have trouble to track. All right.
Get it back in the car.
All right, before we put the dash in, we're gonna pull this sound dead and foam out.
Goes all the way over there.
Oh boy. Well, we may just pull this side out right now. Hang on. Get a hold of them clips. Get them up close to the front. Pull right out.
It's easy.
There you go.
It's
Yeah,
a whole lot
pull
easier
the
to
heater
haul
cord.
out, but we'll get this side out.
There we go. Alright, I won't film all this. We're just pulling out sound deadening from around everything. We went ahead and put that piece we took off a transmission tunnel bracket on before he sets it in the car. Alright, let's follow him in here.
Grab some of that wiring harness. Oh man. Some slack here. Okay. These are 15 millimeter.
I think, or 14, one or the other.
They're 15.
Okay, 15. Alright, you got your 15 millimeter bolt, then nut right there against the
Maybe 13 on the floor.
Yeah, and then these 13 millimeter bolts in the floor we took out earlier.
Time.
And then your 4 studs for your steering column. They're a little tough to line up. Make sure your shifter's on the right side here. And even if your rules allow you to take this out, I would still recommend leaving it in. It's just 10 times easier to... It's pretty sturdy, and then, I mean, it's set right. Takes all the guesswork out of it. me back it back off. Which brace is that?
It's right here. It comes off of the firewall.
Okay.
That's why that bolt's that stud's so much longer.
Okay, so you got a firewall brace right there. I missed that video and taking it out. Alrighty, it's back solid again. Now we can continue on. Alright, now we're gonna start taking the seats out.
One side's a 13. This side's a 15. Bigger than that. And these are bad.
Yeah, these are really prone to breaking off.
Whatever the reason,
I think it's because they're a through bolt.
these things, it's like the moisture lays in the floorboards under these things, and it rusts the seat bolts up. I had to cut about half of mine out. But that was a 19.
Yeah.
This is 13.
There wasn't any bolts in the front.
No, we bought the car. The seat bolts was already out front.
And there's a plug underneath.
Yep.
Let's see here, FM. There it is.
Two plugs.
Hey, we got some change.
Making money, baby.
Money ahead. Alright, both the bolts is broke out the front too here. Guess these are two different sizes too, ain't they?
Same. 19 and 13.
19 and 13, okay.
Plug. Got one plug on this side.
One plug, alright. Tell you what, these seats are nice. I may end up putting them in something later. Is that not even... Oh, it's held down by the seats, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Alright, looks like this center console is held down by the front seats. So, I ain't got a USB cord. Alright.
Bottom part of the back seat is really simple. Just get a hold of it. Pulls right out. Alrighty. Remember serves. I need to come. Hang on just. Okay. The back seats. Just shine if you can see right here. There's a bracket. Comes down to your seatbelt bolt on both sides. There's one on each side here. And when you unbolt them, you pick the seat up. It'll slide up and then out.
Alright.
Those are big, so let's see if we got a socket in here for them. Okay.
Alright.
18 millimeter.
Yeah, we went through 3 Pittsburgh sets, didn't have 18. Finally, our Craftsman set had one. Alright.
I need a deep well, but that's it.
I guess this center one you need to take it out, just get the seatbelt out anyway.
Bracket. That side, come on.
Alright. So it just hooks into them on the back side here. It hooks into these wires there, the wire loops right up there.
Yeah, that's nice. Booger these up a little bit, but no.
Yeah, this car's been apart before, I believe. Why they had to take a back seat out of a cop car, I don't want to know.
It's just clipped in. There's 2 Phillips head screws that holds that third brake light in. But,
yep.
Yeah. That's the Torx head.
Hey, we'll
Let me get it out.
we can probably get that after we get the windshield out if you want.
Oh yeah.
Or windows
It's
out.
holding this piece.
Alright. Alright. Got our torque set out. This is a T50 up top here. If you're wondering, yes, it is a Trump with a cowboy hat.
Okay. Let's go ahead and pull this vinyl out. So we have to unbolt this seat belt. Okay. It's also a T50.
T50 on that also.
tight. Thing pulls up, we'll roll this out.
All right. Start working this model up. Feed these seat wires down. Okay. Fold it up, even it up and all that stuff.
Cool.
All right, we're getting somewhere now.
These are ABS wires. They go through. They go to your back wheels. And this wire in here and this bracket, you got to keep that. Fuel pump driver module, gotta have it. The fuel systems on these cars, they don't have a return back to the tank. So as you increase throttle, decrease throttle, it goes to here first, then it goes to your fuel pump, and it's variable speed, and this just controls the voltage going to the pump and telling it how hard to pump. So you're only getting what you need since you don't have a return. So you gotta keep it.
All right. So yeah, don't hack them wires. Whatever you do.
When you start pulling plastic off,
Yeah, weather strip and plastic.
like that.
This should be pretty well. Everything's pump clipped in. I don't think anything bolts in, does it?
Just the seat belts.
Yeah, just seat belts is all it's bolted in. My goodness, they glued that. I don't know if I was going. Oh, they did. I just being a wimp. Wait. Hey, Dad. Hey, what?
Shine over here just a second.
All right.
They're just stripping this stuff out. These wires right here are what's important. The wires that run down the passenger side, you're just going to lights. That's all that stuff. This is actually what goes to your fuel pump. So, kind of be careful not to cut a wire, rub a wire, or something when you're pulling all this stuff out. This is what's important in the floor pan of the car.
All right. So, driver side wiring important. Passenger side wiring not so important. All right. All these clip in. Let's see.
belts. Put that up. 50, 250 behind there. Another 250 down at the bottom. Pull that out, unplug it. Got a little bracket that holds the strap straight. Got a couple Phillips screws in it. Excuse me, one Phillips screw in it. I'll do the same thing over here.
I'm just over here holding the camera. Set them seat belts out. Screwdriver. Put that cover on. And there's one, two, at least two Phillips screws in the front. And one more in the middle. 3 Phillips screws there, then a plug. Okay. This one, not quite factory, so I don't know. Yeah, it's nothing. It was just kind of stuck in there. Old ticket writing light right there. There we are. Yeah. Okay. Now the sun visors are Torx. They are T15. And that one is tight. So those are stripped, so we're just going to have to break them out. Break them out. The rest of it's just got clips, I believe, don't it? Well, no. There's one more back here. Let me borrow your camera. All right. Little hanger back here. It's Phillips also. There's one on each side, so maybe zip them out. I believe we're missing a screw right here too. Yeah. Yeah, Phillips on them too. Oh, we got a wire hanging us up. Unplug this right here. If I can get to it. There it is. Alright, there's your plug for your dome lights. Well, we're getting there.
This,
We got
AC
well,
vent, we just clipped into the floor.
I guess the seatbelt holder thing's up there too.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll interfere with the cage or not. I think we're gonna cut that pillar out anyway.
Go ahead and get them out. They're 50.
E50 on those.
The blower motor, heater cord, all that stuff out. So,
Alright.
we'll take the inner fender out to get to it. So, anyways, we'll move fuse box first. There's one hiding under there. It's for the battery tray. These are all 8mm. You can unclip the fuse box right here off this metal bracket. I like to keep it because it gives you a good mounting point if you relocate it. Take this ground off here, off the inner fender, or off the actual fender, but we'll put it back. Just relocated it. Just probably gonna move the battery. So. There's two go through the back of the battery box into the fuse box holder. There's one for the battery box underneath, which also goes through the fuse box, sorry. And then two in the front. And there's one right here on the fender. Alright, and your ground cable bolted right here too. So take that out, put the fuse box up. That's it. Now, inner fender. Of course, these wires are attached to the top. We're not going to need that anymore. We'll just pull them off. Give you a bite, cut them. Alright, get those.
And it's very important, any ground wire that goes to these fenders, make sure, do not cut them. The car will not run with the ground wires off the front fenders. We'll relocate it. That'll be episode 3 of this series, but yeah, that's important. Don't cut any of these wires just yet.
come underneath, you got 2 fender washers. There's bolts that go here. There's one here. You just follow that the tunnel back. There's one right here. Get them out. They're 8mm also. So once you get those out, you got these clips that go from the bumper to the inner fender. That will just come loose. Now you can get to this mess. Because there's a bolt here, you gotta have some from the inside that come through. Or it just gives you room to move.
Alright, so I guess we can put the wheel back on now. Back to that.
To get this.
Oh,
Just a minute. But unplug here. Blower motor. Guess loose. Sure room to work. Let's see what we need. Socket wise from out here. It's an 11. Got one here. This corner. I'm not gonna act like I know how many's actually in it. So there's a bunch.
we're all learning together here.
Oh, that goes studded out.
Alright, so we're up in underneath.
For sure 2 right here. Put them off. I believe they're also 11s.
Alright.
Got one over here, kind of hiding. We'll go ahead and take this off because we're going to take it off here. That's Phillips.
Got some of the metal clips holding it on.
Maybe.
Hopefully. I mean,
it looks like it should be. See if that freezes.
oh, buddy.
Let's go back to the other side then. Short end turn this over here though. Wow, wouldn't you know? There's Phillips says right there.
Where'd our screwdriver go? Oh, yeah.
It blended in the leaves. Off there.
Boom. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We guess that's just
the way you do that. Let's slide that on there. You got this little tab that hangs out. You catch it with a screwdriver and pull it out. And it'll unlock it. As you pull it out. And then this is a piece that locks. There's a groove on the shaft. Just pull it out and it'll pop.
all right. Learned something new today.
It's the screw. Probably help to vacuum this off. And Daniel offers.
I did offer to vacuum it off. He didn't want me to. I'm still missing one.
Yeah, there's gonna be one right there. Excuse me.
Well, there we go.
Washer fluid hose, if you want it.
We'll hook that up and put it. We'll run a tube all the way to the back, and that way we can squirt it on track and make people spin out and stuff.
Yeah. The reason I was doing this is because there is a bolt on that blend door actuator that is really hard to get to. I was thinking maybe if you took all this stuff off, you could access it here. And this stuff's got to come off anyway. So we'll switch right back to that in just a second. That's probably not an 11. I think it's a 10, but switch back to this second. Got some 8s for sure. 1, 2. These loose. Don't want to lose them. Okay, man.
Yeah, have another screw. I'll put it on here. Or nut.
Yeah.
Yeah, save these nuts for the bracket.
And the bracket comes up here from the firewall to the front also. It's 8. A bit loose. What am I missing? There's one right in here, I believe, under these pile of leaves. Yeah, there's 8 in there.
Is it a hide?
Yeah. Still pull it out. We'll have some plugs here for the wiper motor. Snap it back. And pull it off. Alright. Guess what? That didn't help.
It didn't help at all, did it? Oh well. It'll make it easier getting the windshield out.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna come off.
Yeah, we go. It didn't have to come out even.
Blend door, actuator, controller, whatever.
Okay. We had to get ratchet wrench on it or something.
Well, you can just grab it and break it off, but
Yeah. So I get a re-shoulder here. Look, if it's been swapped before, I think people slots them. We're gonna get that later. All right.
where's that piece?
There's that bad boy.
Back for our 11mm.
Let's take these two hoses loose on the heater cord.
I think, I don't know from experience, this right here is where it goes in to the intake. It's all plastic. When you go pull this hose off, be gentle so you don't break it.
Okay.
I'll actually take the pliers, grab the hose a little bit, big lead, just to free it up. It's just gonna run, so.
Right there. Make sure that thing's underneath. It's not. There we are.
Get this one stuck over here, come out of the way. Just tuck it.
Just everything's tangled up.
Yeah, unplug all these little vacuum hoses in. There you go.
Alright. Alright.
These. Those are 11. Three.
Alright, so having one of them moments where, you know, an old man keeps a block of wood in his house for like 20 years and is able to use it for something. So I found this a while back. Heater hose connector, Norman 47095. So looks like it's the same size as the heater core. So we'll be able to hook them two hoses together with it.
It'll work for now.
Oh yeah, keep it from leaking out if we crank it up or something. Alright. Ow.
This might have a leak, I guess.
I'm telling you, I guess that's why the AC was empty, was because it, you know.
Full of UV dye, so they've been
Yeah, so, yep.
Get in there and pull that loose.
Right there, box.
I think it's just tape, double-sided tape to seal it.
They say there's one stud sticking up on top.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, alright, we can pull the rest of the sand in out now too.
Get hold of the bottom to pull it out, it'll pivot.
Alright. Alright, so Keith is hooking up the wiring that we took apart the other day. Got the 2 gray ones there at the bottom. Hooking the steering column wiring up. We're going to double check and make sure everything cranks up and runs before we start welding everything. Make sure we didn't break any wires taking it loose. I'm going to get this one under the dash here if I can. Alright, so Keith's putting that ground bolt back in the fender we took loose. We got our wire and main harness hooked in. Everything hooked in under the dash that we need. We'll go over those wires later, but right now we're just checking to make sure that it'll start up. We don't have the right size battery for it. So.
Grab a cable wire.
Which
grab a cable?
Cable.
Hook it up. Okay. Go ahead.
Make sure that ain't in the way, nothing, is it? Okay. Now we're gonna see if it's a fire up or not. Alright, it runs, and if you thought it sounded like crap, it's because it did, because all these vacuum hoses that are loose. We'll show you how to do that later too, but at least it does run. So that means we can do away with pretty much every bit of this stuff. We'll go through and show you what all we hook back into the steering column. Pretty much if it hooked to the steering column, that right there is actually your steering column lock. I think I mentioned earlier I had no clue what that was. So you have to have that, so your steering wheel will be free. Or 2 gobs of wires right there, and of course that main under the dash that we had to push through. I think that's it. Had to hook the transmission. What's the word I'm blanking of, Keith? I don't know exactly what they call it. Anyway, it's for transmission. And you for sure, you may not have to have it, I ain't for sure, but no hurt. And then we'll have to hook our OBD2 port back up right there. You have to have that for them to take you. The rest of this stuff, looking like it's unnecessary. So we'll look at that at a later date. Alright, well, lost my backup for today, but still got Archie and Edith. Edith's commandeered the driver's seat, ain't you, girl? Yeah, Archie's on his bed still. So, anyways, I figure I'll start knocking out these the door glass. Show you how we get them out. Ooh boy, it's gonna be a torch bit head right there. There's gonna be a little plastic cover on it. Okay. Yep. Edith, honey, I gotta work, son. Yep. Goes lay down on me. Oh lordy. Okay. We'll have to wrestle dogs and work on this, I think. All right. There's normally a plastic cover right here, but it looks like this one's been missing for a while. T30 bolt out of there. Alright. And there's normally some around the head here. There's a Phillips head right here. Looks like we changed back to 7mm on the bottom. Now, pop up this control panel right here. Pop it up from the front. It's got a lip right there. Take take all these plugs. They're about the same style. Push them into your finger. We won't be needing any of these. So I'm normally not too careful with them. And then there's a 7mm hanging out down in there. Let's see. Should just pull off. There'll be some clips maybe holding it, and then get over that door lock, and it should come off there. Make a liar out of me. There it goes. Yeah. Before we have, we've just cut these. Really don't care for doing that, but before I spend all day on it, I will. Two Phillips head screws and this door controller here. Another one of them clips that tripped me up like the gauge cluster. Shit on that bad boy. Flip it back there. Alrighty. Breaking it off. Yeah, that piece broke out of there. Up there is where you take it. Let's. Oh well. Door lock. Stud. None of this is going to be useful for us, so rather than spend a year figuring out where everything goes, I'm just going to cut it off right here, feed it back in, and I will deal with that later. Let's see, before I get to taking that regulator out, jerk all this way, they're stripping loose. And we can go ahead and take a door lock out. It's got Phillips head screws in it. Alright, let's go ahead and get this window regulator took out over here. So, I'm sure you can see me. So you just take a punch, hit right in the center of these rivets. It'll knock them centers out. Got two down here at the bottom of the regulator. You got three right here on the regulator motor setup there. It's actually got three screws right there. If you can just replace a motor, I believe it is. Either way, whole thing's gotta come out, so we'll just take it loose right here. While we're at, we'll knock these out for the door latch too. about everything in these Crown Vic doors are riveted in like this from factory. Let's see, and even the outside door handles. I'll go ahead and do them right here with it, I guess. They'll be riveted underneath right there. Now wait, I don't want to get myself locked out. But they're not bad to drill out. They're aluminum, so they drill out super easy. They're a pair of channel locks. So it's not bad drilling. It doesn't take much of a drill bit to get through them. That's a good thing. Alright, I was wrong. It is the top one you got to cut. That comes out of the top of the window regulator, or the motor there, not the bottom one. But anyway, so cut that, I can slide it down. And guess what? There's more rivets. Oh, so you gotta knock them two out. They're on the bottom of your window. Hope you don't break it. Drill them out. We got the centers knocked out of them two rivets. I'll drill them out. Alright, now, all that being loose, should slide right down. And these covers right here, you'll have to pop them off, screwdriver or something. They won't slide up through your weather stripping. There we go. Now we should be able to caulk the window and get it out now. Should. My memory serves me right. Go. Regulator. Come right on out. Other doors, once you do this, you'll need to vacuum them out and clean them out and stuff good. But we got to take this one off and gut it. And your tracks will be bolted in on each side. I think one bolt on the front and back here maybe. Let's see what a 3rd and 11 also. They are. That's 11mm on both. Hey, girl. Watch out, sweet girl. Yeah, there's some metal shavings here before you don't get that on you. Watch. Alright, see here. And there's one right here for this. I forgot what you call this. 11mm also. That just pulls off. And now, this thing just keeps on bringing up weather stripping, don't it? I do believe the regulator, or the window track should come out now. I think it's just them two bolts that holds it. The inside. There we go. Takes a little bit of force. Now you got the whole window track out. Alright. Set in for the mirror. Good sized wasp nest back in there. Let me see that. There it is. Alright. Let's pop this off here and see what we got. Let's see. These are also 11mm nuts. And this on this mirror on these 3 bolts here. Should just come right off. Alrighty. I'll go ahead and go through it with you on this because so we're gonna hold this one out anyways, but I guess the more I cut out of this and the better off will be gutting it. But I won't show the pasture side, just time on, won't film it, but I'll do this one then do the driver's back. But these are, from what I remember, I think they are kind of tough to get out. And there's one more rivet down here for this lock. Maybe a few more. This lock actuator. Let's see. Alright, on these the door latches there, those screws are really bad to strip out. You can get these at Harbor Freight. I don't actually see a part number on them. I believe that's it, that item 37530. Yeah, so it looks like you can get them at Harbor Freight. I don't know if it's zooming in for $10 now still. So yeah, they went up a little bit, but I've had these for years. So, but yeah, get my right bed out here and see, because those don't want to come out. I must Loctite them real good for the factory. So get this camera set up. But yeah, I had to, on my brother's car, we also had to do the same deal here. Get this camera set up here. Alright, I think we're good enough. But check on there. It don't take a whole lot of hitting on it. They'll come right out after that. But they'll strip out bad if you don't use one of these on them. It's not really any Loctite, it's just, I don't know, something about it. What do you think? Hey, y'all get done barking and stuff. Y'all are blocking my camera angles. Yeah. Yeah. At least let me get done with this door. We'll go. I'll take. Yeah. Is it time to eat? Okay. Got my camera set up good. I don't want to. I'll show you what I'm drilling out. All right. It's this right here is what I was just drilled that rivet out of. The rivets right here. Hold that door handle up with one of your fingers. It's like a little C clip deal right there that holds the lock cylinder in. Just slides right in there. Then we should be good to go. Maybe. Yeah, I think all it's got is left now is these rods. So that's everything out of the driver's door. It's ready to take off and hull out. It's like there's a few little pop rivets on that trim piece. We'll take care of that quick. That's just more breaking stuff off. It's not anything important. More weather stripping. I really want to get all this off here so I don't have to take one trip to the dump, hopefully, this week. Alrighty. Guess now we get started on this back door. Let's get a good pull on that. Just take it off. It's just clipped on in places. The others is just on the channel. All this weather stripping. Alright, got my tools moved, got the dogs fed, so everybody should be happy now. Let's see. 7mm down here. And if this is another Torx in here or not. Yep, it is. I believe it's a T30. Yes. T30 Torx. Got my coffee can way over here. Pop this in here. And unclip this window wire here. And there's another 7mm hiding down there. Okay. I believe that's all it's in now. Just need to be broke loose. Maybe. One screw down there. Pretty sure. My goodness. Yep. I was just being soft. Pull this stuff out of the way. Won't be needing it. Phew. Wow. Once we start putting the cage in, we'll hull out on this one, but I think maybe just the front half of this actually what gets cut out, but I'm gonna wait until we start putting the cage in and see exactly, measure up. And also this door glass is gonna be harder to get out than the front door glass because it's square. You can't just cock it to the side to get it out, so we'll probably have to take, I'm forgetting exactly how I done it the last time. We'll figure it out together though. But still it's more the same with these rivets, knocking them out and drilling them out. I gotta think about that. What if you broke your latch like, I don't know, if you bought a new Crown Vic or Grand Marquis back in the day and cold winter morning you snapped that plastic latch off, and then some guy in a body shop had to take a hammer and center punch to your brand new car, worry about denting and scratching and stuff. I don't know if anybody's actually worked on one of these like in a body shop or something. Leave a comment on. I mean, that'd have to be a little nerve-wracking. But all right, anyways, start drilling these out. Same as the front, I'm gonna have to, whenever your regulator motor is off, I'm gonna have to cut this right here, because I'm not gonna put my battery back in it forward. I already got a bunch of stuff tore out the front, so didn't really think ahead on it. Wait, it might get cut. Gosh, I think I want to go by Hard Freight and get some more cutter. go. Actually, I think I might have just found something out. All right, so I pushed it all the way up. I broke loose that regulator, and it looks like that window has enough room to slide in front of that the quarter glass there. I want to keep going with it and see if it'll work. Might just found out a little something here. Yep. Out there, buddy. We'll take him bolts loose here. Two 11mm bolts, just like a front. Now, track should come loose. And that's holding your quarter window in also. Actually looks like this quarter window is molded into the track. So, we'll kill like 3 birds with 1 stone here. Maybe twist that to the side. That bracket have enough room. Alrighty. Alright, so that all comes out like that right there. And ow, not the socket set. Okay, that's free. Alright, pretty much done on this one. I won't film the other 2 doors, they're the same as this. If you take these out, you can take them out. And I almost forgot the trunk area. Alright, so here's the trunk area. We will, like we didn't see the ATF and coil pack. Yeah, these are bad to go out on. I noticed one of them was a different color than the rest of them up there. So everything pretty much comes out of these real easy in the trunk. Carpet just lays in there. There's a few clips on it from factory normally, but this one has been took apart a time or 2, I do believe. Right here, I think we had some nice subwoofer action going on before we bought it. But yeah, exception of a few speakers in the back, We're ready for a cage on this bad boy and getting the windshields cut out. I don't know exactly how much everybody's seen us cut windshields out before, but not the same on every vehicle. Nothing really special about these. These are actually pretty easy to get to. So yeah, I think that'll do it for this week. So that should be everything you need to know about stripping one out. We will do the cage next episode, and then we'll go through the third episode and race car up a wiring and get rid of a bunch of it, strip it down. Only keep what has to be in there. That way it's easier to troubleshoot and less likely for fires and different things. But yeah, all in all, didn't take too awfully long. And hopefully this helps the people get theirs stripped out quicker. But if y'all don't care, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, tell your buddies about the channel. I do appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you next week.